Good morning, gang. Happy 2025 season. It has been a little bit of a weird one for me. After the rollover last year, I was chasing a weird inconsistency with my bow. My arrows were just randomly not going right. I thought it was me for a long time, and then I was putting too many arrows down range for it to be me. And so I started messing with stuff with the bow and trying to adjust my drop away rest timing. I re-squared everything up. My second axis was off on my sight, so I fixed that, and it still didn't take care of it. So like I said, I was messing with the timing on my drop away rest, and while doing that, my string came off my bow at full draw, and I was like, well, that shouldn't happen. So I started digging into it, and turns out my top cam got bent. I don't know how it didn't come off at full draw before, but it didn't. I got lucky, I guess. I don't know. So I took it into my local shop. Took it down to Midwest Archery. Good guys out there. Buddy I bought the bow from last year said that he bought it there, and they're a bow tech dealer, so that's why I took my RPM 360 to them. Anyway, had to order in new cams. Bowtech was slow on shipping the cams, so my bow's not ready for season. So I was tossed around the idea of picking up a new bow, and then trying to sell the 360 once I got that all fixed, and it came back from Bowtech. But yeah, I ended up borrowing a crossbow that I had some access to, because I'm hoping it's just going to be this weekend, and I'm not ready to buy a new bow yet. So I borrowed the crossbow, and I'm on the way out to go hunt. It's October 18th. Running a tad bit behind, but I got to run in and grab some coffee and some food. It's 4:44 in the morning, so I'll catch you guys on the other side when we're heading into the woods, or when we're up in a tree somewhere. Jake, cousin's coming with us today. He wanted to come and run camera, so it feels a little weird because I'm not self-filming today, and that's what I usually do. So you'll probably see a lot of me from today's video, but catch you guys on the other side. A little bit more I wanted to say that I forgot. Just getting back pulling back onto the road now, heading out to my spot. Sorry, don't mean to keep cutting my head off on the video. Like I said, it's October 19th. Deer should start moving good. Should be getting right up close to, should be in the pre-rut right about now, I think. And ought to be coming up to end of the pre-rut or start of the rut, coming into some good time with deer movement. But we got a cold front moving in today, this afternoon. It's supposed to start raining. It's supposed to dump almost 2 inches on us. So, don't know how much I'm going to be out in it this afternoon, but I know I'm going to get it set in this morning, and deer hopefully should start moving because temperature's gonna keep dropping. Feels like it's right about 60 outside right now. I didn't check, but yeah, should be good. First year getting up in the saddle. I'm running the XOP mono edge combo, so I'll get a review out on that after getting some time up on it. We'll see what I think. I hear good things about it. My initial impressions are pretty good, so we'll give it a go. But yeah, that's kind of the rundown for today. We got a south wind, or it's supposed to have a south wind, switching to southwest middle of the afternoon during the rainstorm. So I don't know. I'm having trouble figuring out a place to sit. Most of my sits aren't great for the south. I don't know. I feel like most of my deer are going to be walking on the south side of me no matter where I sit, and it's kind of driving me nuts. Like usual, I'm out looking for meat hunter. We eat it primarily as our source of meat during the year. It saves us a lot of money, especially at the cost of beef right now, because that's beef and chicken are our second and third choice of meat. But yeah, that's kind of my rundown. I will catch you guys on the outside. Another scrape, definitely well worked. Kind of up here, there's a line of scrapes that run along this edge. Head up that way. Alright, gang, I am on the south side of the public land I'm hunting. It's I'm heading up to check a spot I'm hoping to hunt maybe next week or so. But driving along, I saw these, and I just thought they were a little interesting. Figured I'd share them. Hey guys, so I don't know how much of this morning's hunt got caught on camera. We were trying out a new camera, and so I'm not sure if we were able to get it to work properly or not. Hopefully we were. But basically, I'm set up in a second location. I came here to scout. There's a pond with water right over there. It's maybe 30 yards from me, maybe. I can't exactly shoot into the pond on the backside, but I can see anything coming from the pond that way or that way. This nice grass food plot right here. My wind's kind of swirling. Rain hasn't hit yet. Yeah, right now, wind's going that way. It was just blowing that way. I don't know. Storm's supposed to be rolling in. I looked at radar, and it looked like it was coming, but I don't know if or when it'll hit. I don't know. So kind of just gonna wait it out, see what happens. Maybe something will step out this afternoon before I have to call it quits and head back for the evening. Got a family event this evening, and so I can't hunt till dark. I've probably got like another hour or two. Yeah. So hopefully this works. I'm set up in a white oak. Jake went back. He had stuff to do with his family, so I don't know. So I'm self-filming. Let me, there we go, break it off there. So I have the muddy arm pivots. I've got a clamp-on mag mount, as you can see, and yeah, it's strapped to the tree. Over here's food plot. I'm kind of expecting something to come from that direction. If it doesn't, it's gonna come from down over there. This autofocus may not be the best idea for my filming, I don't know. But yeah, something should come up to the pond. You can see the gleam right there behind that branch. Right there. It looks like it's been hit pretty heavy, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I was kind of surprised there was water in it, but yeah, so I was surprised there was water in it. Everything else is dry. All the creeks are dry. We haven't had rain down here in, I don't know, probably 2 months. It's been hot. It's still hot. It's still like 70, but I don't know. Gonna play it out. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll be able to film getting shot on one. I don't know. We'll find out. It's gonna be, should be good either way. So hopefully it'll be a fun time. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Maybe I'll give a recap on the next clip. Alright, well, rain's starting to move in, but I'll give a quick recap of what happened. Hopefully I've got good audio. I put my AirPod in to operate as a... I just heard a turkey gobble. I knew I should have bought a turkey tag. Yeah. Put my AirPod in to operate as a microphone just in case the audio from the last one wasn't great. Here's a little bit of recap from this morning. Got in, got hung up in the stand. We tried filming our first shot just after 7. It was still pretty dark, so I don't know how well the video itself turned out. But today's my first day. Actually, both of our first days hunting from a stand. Sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye out from deer and film at the same time, so sorry that I'm looking around and seem distracted. So, anyway, first time out filming and in a saddle on my own. This morning was the first time hunting out of a saddle. Yeah. I don't know how heavy this rain's gonna get. It's sprinkling just right now. So, hopefully it'll be okay. If it gets heavy, I'm gonna have to get out and leave stuff here and pull the truck down and pick it up when the rain lets up and head back. Anyways, yeah, we sat in the stand until almost 11, I think. And then we got down and started still hunting and scouting. because today's the first time I've been out since any of this area since March. I'll keep going until it rains too much. But yeah, I've been out in this area since March, or not been in here since March. We did some scouting of some areas that I had hunted last year to see if they were still good. They seem to be okay. Acorn crop's not anything like it was last year, so we're gonna have a fun time trying to stay on the deer because the food's not as good. But as we were still hunting into an area, both Jake and I saw a deer at the same time. It was walking like a buck. I could see that it had antlers, but he was walking through cedars, so I couldn't really get a good idea of what he was. He was probably like 60 to 100 yards out, and so we kind of made a dash about 15 yards, and while we were doing that, he dropped down into a gully and started coming towards us, and he cut the distance down as well. But probably almost 40 or 50 yards. Probably about 50 yards. And we knelt down, dropped our packs, because, we were carrying saddle gear and platforms and sticks and everything. So we dropped those, and I started stalking forward, got maybe another 10 yards, and hit a twig, and he snapped his head up, looking right in our direction. He couldn't see us. We were walking through a bunch of sassafras and brush and stuff, and so he couldn't tell what we were. And he was watching us for a good while, and we just froze. I needed maybe 3 more yards to be able to get a good clean shot on him. But he turned, ran. Turned out he was sub 20, probably even not sub 20. He was between 20 and 30 yards when he stopped and spotted us, or spotted our general direction when I hit that twig. So I count that as a win, stalking in within, about 20, 30 yards of. It was a good buck. His body looked like he was probably about 3. Didn't have a big rack, from what we could tell. Wasn't anything spectacular. Wasn't, any Boone and Crockett, but I tend to shoot my deer more off body size than antler size. My family and I, we primarily eat venison, and so the bigger the deer, the better. I mean, yes, I like antlers. It gets me going when I see a big buck, but I'm not holding out for a big buck. I'm shooting something that's a good, mature deer that I'd like to take to be able to fill my freezer. Yeah, so he ran off, blowing. I tried snort wheezing at him, and he stopped, walked off. I think he circled downwind of us, got our wind, and cut out. But I don't know. I lost sight of him when he got into the cedars, and I have no idea what happened. But he was a decent buck. I would have been happy to take him based on the body side, no matter how big the rack was. Sorry, I thought I just heard a deer walking. I guess I should talk a little quieter. So we kept on moving through that area. I was cutting through there because I knew the rain would come through and pretty much most of our scent away because it's supposed to get heavy tonight. So ended up getting upwind of a bedded doe, and she jumped out of her bed up on the top of a hill, probably 70 yards from us, 70 to 100 yards from us. I don't think she knew we were there until she smelled us and then looked our direction. But she jumped out of a bunch of sassafras and brush. Ended up bumping 2 others that were on the conservation trail. They were bedded down in more sassafras and brush somewhere close to the trail, and when we came walking up, I guess we were making just enough noise to alert them, and they took off, crashing through the brush. Didn't blow, didn't stomp, nothing. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said in the other clip, I'm out here, came out here to scout this pond, see if it had water, because I've been thinking about hunting over it with how dry it's been. And I was glad to see that there was water here. What was it, 3-4 years ago? I hunted out here. It's the only other time I've been out here. This place kind of has a special part on my heart because of hunting out here then. It was the last day of bow season, night before rifle, and the very huge cold front was coming in. It was gonna snow. Ended up dumping a lot of snow on us. But I was hunting it. Only time I've hunted out a climber, climbed up in it, other side of the pond here, and it was cold. It was cold, I can tell you that. Temps were dropping fast, and a buck came through. He saw me as I moved to try and draw my bow. It was a beautiful 10-point. But he turned and ran. I didn't get a shot at him. Only time I've hunted here, so it's kind of got a special part in my heart, and it's kind of infamous to me. I'm like, I have to kill something over this pond at some point to break that record. But I better go turn the film off. It's starting to come down. I don't want to have my phone out too much longer in the water.
Looking out over the field from a tree stand at dawn. It's late October and I'm still in the hunt for one I call the Missouri ghost. In these woods I swear I saw more than a few times, and I've never seen one that big in my life. And they say, boy, if you do, it'll be one to boast. But I tell them I'm used to hunting ghosts. Yeah, you spend as much time as I have in these woods. You start to believe that you see things you never could.